Yes, good morning everybody, good afternoon on this sunny day. And not so much to talk about, but a few little things what are probably going to be not going to happen, let's just say. Can't see it in the summer, but it needs to happen. Gabriel Jesus and Takehiro Tomiyasu have to be sold. Now, I know they're both injured, but there's been ways in the past that football clubs have sold them. The club who's willing to buy have came in and says, we want that player. We know he's injured. We're willing to take the risk. The thing is, what do you sell him for? Gabriel Jesus, say, around about 40 million. I think we paid about 40 million. Let's just say 45 million. Again, I'm always going to use these clubs from this certain league, the Money League, the Saudi Arabia League, because a European football team are going to pay 25 for Gabriel Jesus. Saudi League might be willing to pay around about 35 million for Jesus. But the thing is, what European football team will come in for Gabby? It's a shame because when he came in, he was just on it. He looked full of confidence. He was scoring goals for fun to start with. And he was scoring some fantastic goals as well. And he just looked like he was, I'm not going to say the missing piece, but it was a player where you look and think we've got a great signing here. Like, he's been always in the shadows at Man City, obviously behind Aguero, which, you know, one of the best Premier League strikers we've ever seen, Sergio Aguero. But he looked, he were on it, he was scoring, he looked strong with the ball, he were playing for the shirt, he just looked happy. He looked like he'd found his home. And then bang, injuries. And it's a shame because he's not a rubbish player. He can do some things what a lot of footballers can't do. But they have to be sold because these Tomiyasu and Jesus are going to end up walking for nothing. Two more players that we're going to lose, like Thomas Partey and Jorginho. So I just don't know how we're going to keep doing this, keep letting players just walk for nothing. Because Tomiyasu is worth about 15 million at most. And even a Saudi club are going to pay 20 million at most. So when I look at it, I think I can only see the teams from the Saudi League coming in for maybe Jesus and Tomiyasu. I could be wrong. A European club could come in and say, we want Tomiyasu, etc. We want him. We're willing to wait for his injury because players have done that before. Now, I don't know if the rules have changed. I'm not sure. Can you sign a player when they're currently injured? I think you can. I think it's on your own back for the club who's buying that player. I think that's the risk you're going to take. But they can't be at Arsenal. Like, Jesus is on 260 a week. It's just not. We need him off the wage bill and we need to free up space. And Tomiyasu, all I see him now is a player what can just fill in most positions. But Arsenal's got a lot of versatility in the players we already have. And we need some players now what specialise kind of in one position. And Tomiyasu, yeah, you could use him as a third centre back, but then we've got Calafiori who can do that. Ben White fills in that gap. Jakub Kiwa, he will be gone. But we need to get rid of Tomiyasu and Jesus, and I don't know how we're going to do this because next season when we start, we're going to have Jesus as someone on the bench, which for me, I mean, to have Jesus on your bench, that is good. But what I'm saying is, when he does come back and he's on the bench, the contract, I don't know how long he's got in his contract, but that will go down and you can see him walking away for nothing. Now, we've got to stop this. And I said this yesterday, Andre Birch has got to be allowed to do his job at Arsenal, because this is not acceptable. Like, Thomas Partey just, see ya, walks away. Jorginho, thank you, see ya. I've had my wages, now I'm going. Not, and then you'll have Jesus, you'll have Tomiyasu. Man City won't let this happen. They might lose one player over years where they walk for a free. But Man City would not let this happen. If that player is not willing to stay and they've not signed a new contract, they will be sold. They will be sold, because their owners are proper football people and they're involved with the daily operations, but do things. I'm not saying Arsenal's hierarchy are not involved, because they'll all have to be sat round tables taking phone calls. But Man City's owners, you can tell, do things. This is the thing. We don't, Man City do. And they proved that in January, like I said. Pep would have been informed, not acceptable. There you go. There's your started rebuild. And they've already started it. So, I don't know how, but I see Jesus and Tomiyasu right now. There's, if I'm basing it on the Saudi League, coming for both of these players, which I don't think they would. Jesus, I do think they would, but I don't think no one will come in for Tomiyasu from the Saudi League. But let's just say a Saudi League football club, a Saudi team, comes in for both of them. We could still get $50 million. 50 million. I know that sounds crazy, but we could get 50 million from a team in the Saudi League for Jesus and Tomiyasu, because someone would pay 30 million in Saudi League for Jesus, because if he can stay injury free, he still could reach around 50, 60 million if he could stay fit all season and does what Jesus does. And I don't think, in fact, I'm near enough positive that ain't happening at Arsenal. It's just not. He's had too many injuries. He had a spell where he hits that hat-trick against Crystal Palace. And you think, just stay fit, because you can see the quality, the class he's got, the way he finishes. And it's a shame. It's a shame, because he's a brilliant footballer. He hasn't gone rubbish overnight, and he can finish when he's in his zone, and he can finish very good. How he just dinked it over, I can't remember, in net for Crystal Palace when he scored that hat-trick, and he sometimes makes the goals look harder than what they are, because he's that confident in his ability. But obviously he went on a big goal drought, and it's just not happened for him. It's just not. It's a shame, because he's liked. I like him as a good footballer. He's skillful. He's but injuries have just wrecked his Arsenal career, like it has for a lot of players over the years. Diaby, Rosicky, Jack Wilshere, Cazorla. The names just keep going. And Tomiyasu, same. I even now am at that stage where I'm like, oh yeah, Tomiyasu, forgot about it, he plays for Arsenal. We just get these weird injuries at Arsenal where it's meant to be a minor injury, and then next minute it's 6 months later. I remember when Jack Wilshere got injured, and I think they said it could be out for 3 to 4 weeks, and it was like 16 months, I think, or something like that. Or maybe someone could correct me if that, but he had a seriously long injury, and it just I don't know how, but just get rid of these two. Just get rid of Jesus, and Gabriel Jesus and Takehiro Tomiyasu have to be sold. I don't know how, because they're injured, and that is Arsenal's luck in a way when it comes to selling players, and they just are rubbish at it. Seriously, Arsenal are rubbish at selling players. Rubbish. Like in summer, Jorginho, Thomas Partey. There you go. I said this before. Clubs must look at Arsenal, for transfer window. Oh, what's on offer at Arsenal? Have they got any buy one get one free? Have they got any at half price? Have they got anywhere we can just take them for nothing? And there's always someone there waiting to be taken. So that's it with them two. Jesus and Tomiyasu have to be sold somehow. And congratulations again to Nottingham Forest. What an incredible season you are having. What an achievement Nuno Espirito Santo is doing at Forest. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. They're a fantastic football club. They've got fantastic fan base. I know so many Forest fans, just like I do with Newcastle fans. And it's amazing to see. You've done brilliant, and may it continue. And like I said, if you finish third, get Champions League and win FA Cup, does Nuno deserve a statue outside Forest? Because that is an incredible, remarkable season and achievement. Everybody, have a good day.